So I'm going to kick off this video by saying that I am quite passionate about emergency lighting. It doesn't seem that cool or glamorous, but the fact is that properly designed, installed, and most importantly maintained emergency lighting actually saves lives. In an emergency situation, if 20% of your lighting isn't sufficient, or even worse, doesn't work at all, then a percentage of your staff, visitors and customers are not going to be able to safely exit your premises, and this will result in injury and maybe even death. Emergency lighting is not just a regulatory box to be ticked. It is essential to an organisation's infrastructure and people's lives. In this video, I'll guide you through the important factors to consider when choosing the right emergency lighting for your organisation. So firstly, with regulations constantly evolving, seeking professional advice is beneficial. And we at White Star have many years of experience which you are free to call upon at any time. Although, as I mentioned earlier, emergency lighting is not a box ticking exercise. It is important to understand your legal obligations. Requirements vary depending on the size and the layout of your premises, the number of people on site and how you use the space. Complying with regulations is not just about the design of your emergency lighting. It also covers installation, testing, maintenance, and most importantly, repairing any issues found during testing. The first formal step when thinking about emergency lighting for your organisation is to carry out a risk assessment to evaluate the specific risks in your business and your premises. You will need to consider the layout of your space, how many people are on site at different times, what activities take place in your organisation, and any potential hazards. There are various types of emergency lighting. I won't go into all of the options, but the main ones to consider are illuminated exit signs to provide clear directions in an emergency, safety luminaires which illuminate the escape routes and the critical areas. Your risk assessment and knowledge of health and safety regulations will dictate what you need and where. Emergency lighting must still work when your premises does not have access to normal power. There are various options, including battery backup, generator backup, centralised battery systems. Which power source is right for your organisation will depend on your budget, along with building requirements and your business needs. Although they can be more expensive to buy and install, energy efficient emergency lighting can be a great choice due to their long lifespan and of course the savings in the cost of energy. LED lights also provide great levels of illumination. Consider the long-term cost of your emergency lighting as well as the initial budget. Legislation states that your emergency lighting must be tested and maintained regularly, usually once a month. This is to ensure that they will function properly in an emergency situation. Create a schedule to test the system and ensure it is adhered to. Because making repairs and upgrades to emergency lighting costs money, sadly, many organisations are tempted to do the bare minimum. We would always advise doing all of the fixes suggested in your reports and carry them out as soon as possible. As I said earlier, it is always beneficial to seek professional advice when dealing with emergency lighting. We at White Star have many years of experience in designing, installing and maintaining emergency lighting systems. and can provide valuable insights and recommendations on the best system for your organisation. We are also excited to be able to share with you that we are currently offering a new emergency lighting system that will negate ongoing maintenance costs. Our fully installed system will self-test each month and is guaranteed for 10 years. Our new system won't just save organisations time and effort, it will also save them money in the long term, and most importantly, it will save lives. To find out more, get in touch with us today.